Welcome fellow folders to part 3 for Kota lmai's Japanese Spiny Lobster crease pattern tutorial. And part 1 we collapsed this part, part 2 we collapsed the abdomen, and then part 3, oh I was supposed to flip it over and then review it. Anyway, part 3 is the big long parts, so the top left and top right of the crease pattern, and then the spiky section right here. So we'll collapse it and then I'll show you how to, hey Looper, yeah, we'll collapse it and then I'll show you how to basically shape the spikes. Now first of all, what we're going to do is just put in place these pleats right here. So this mountain fold, and then this one here. So we can put these pleats in place first, these two here and then these two, then all these colours will line up, so we can near enough collapse it. So I'll just extend it further for sure, just to make it a bit easier. So like that. So we'll do the first two, these two first. And then because we have a mountain fold, it's different on this side because the mountain fold comes right down and then meets here. Whereas on this side, it stops, it doesn't come all the way down, it stops here. So we need to make this mountain fold. And then I'm just going to mountain valley fold up till we use this crease here, which connects up to the part we're collapsing, so it's easier to collapse. So like that, I'm just going to peg it right here. So we've got this. Now I'm just going to assort these parts in place. Let me see. Yeah, that's fine for now, and then just this part. So we have this. Now we're just going to basically, I'm going to extend this valley fold all the way along so I can then correctly collapse these pleats. Oh, I forgot to make this crease. So like that. And now we can make this mountain fold right here. Because it all lines up, we've got everything in place that we need. Like that. And then this one. Like that. I'll just do this for now. So there we go. So from this, and then I just made this extra here just so it's easier to collapse, so I can firmly press it and know it's going to stay in place. Now we're just going to do the exact same on the other side, but it should be easier this time because we don't need to make the mountain fold. But we have a 90-degree crease right here. So with this mountain fold, this one and this one, we need to turn it 90 degrees. So from this to that, and it will naturally fall in place. And then we can just bring it together like that. So that is the first two sets of pleats. We're going to do the next two, so back to the other side. And then I'm just going to roughly take these creases again. Got them all up. So the same again on this side. I'm just going to make the mountain fold up. Like that. And then the same again, we're just going to press down here and push up. Like that. Now, let's see. So let's make this mountain fold as well. So we have this on that side. Now we're just going to do the last one on this side. But to make it easier, we will collapse this part first. So as you can see, if you can notice, we have a 90-degree crease right here. So we fold this over first and then sink this part inside. So we're making the mountain fold here. We're bringing it over. And then I'm opening up the inside. Basically I've got my finger like this. And I'm just going to push in. Like that. And then just arrange these mountain folds. Like so. And then just form these mountain folds. They should form nice and easily. And then just flatten. And then we'll try and flatten this side more. Yeah, I'll just do this first. Can't remember how this part goes. And then just try and bring it together like that. That's basically that part collapsed. So we've got all the pleats collapsed on both sides, and if you can see, all the colours are lining up, which is exactly what we want. Now we're going to go over to this side and then simply make the mountain and valley folds following the colours, because doing this now will help us to rearrange the creases here. And then again it's the same, near enough for all of them. We're just going to fold them over, fold this edge over. And then again we're going to push in, because this is all a valley fold, which we can make. Like so. And then we're just going to continue all the way. And you'll notice that there's no mountain fold here when there's one here, so don't worry about that. We will come back to this one once we have the majority of these creases in place. So yeah, one more. And then final part is just folding this over. So we have the mountain fold, and then valley, valley, valley. So you just bring it together, near enough like this. And then fold over. And then fold this edge back, because we have the mountain fold, which is all a mountain fold. So we can do that. So it's in like 3 stages. So first one, second one, third one, and there we go. So that's the bottom part collapsed. Now we need to work on the top. So as you can see, we have 2 mountain folds on either side of this mountain fold from the middle. If we just peek underneath, we see we have this little guy right here. So we extend the mountain fold up and then up and up, which we can then make these mountain folds. So to do that, we need to turn it 90 degrees. This is probably a really tricky part to do on your actual sheet. So near enough like that. And now when you do that, it won't lie flat just yet. So we now need to look at the creases underneath. So if we open up again this top plate and make these mountain folds, and you can see we have a direction that they're telling us. So mountain, 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 mountain. So if we can bring them all together and then turn it like that, which will make the mountain folds. So again, try your best as possible to bring them together. maybe a wee bit tricky. I'll just run it again. So if you bring it together, it's something like this. So they're all close. We're not making any creases on this part. You can fold it in half if it makes it easier for you. And then we are just going to, now as you can see, if you look at it from this angle, they're all mountain folds. If you look at it from this angle, they're all valley folds. And then this one is a valley fold as well. So if we basically do that turn, so I'm bringing this edge, all the way up, I'm folding it over, and then I'm just going to put this valley fold in place, like that. And then I'm just going to reform, if I flip over like two edges, I'm just going to reform this mountain fold, and then doing that will net you the fully collapsed base of that part of the model. Is it the antenna? Or I'm not sure the name of the part. I did check, but I probably got it wrong. But anyway, this is the base. And to make it all spiky, if you have seen the GAN dragon shaping tutorial, the exact same process. I don't think I'll show you in this actually, because I'll be doing it in 4K and it will take longer to render and upload, etc. So you basically just pull out all the pleats, you pull them all out, which gives you extra paper to which you can then swivel fold, try to hide to make it look spiky, and so on. Because of doing that, it unlocks all the paper and it gives you a lot more edges to work with. It separates all the points. So I've only done a few and I've already got 2 large separations, which I would just need to hide the excess paper, but you could do that after unlocking all the edges. And then once you do that, you just try and make it look spiky. That is basically the process. It's not hard, it just depends entirely on how you want it to look. And then for this part, it's basically straightforward. You just curve it, or fold it in half, or round it, make it nice and round, and then just curve it however you wish, like that. So this part would be really spiky and then it'll be thin and all the way around. So that is it. That is basically the collapse on this part. So this would near enough come out like here and around, or is it here? Can't remember which whereabouts, but that is where it would come out. And that is it. That is this part of the crease pattern, and I will see you on